right, welcome back. We're going to talk more about our holiday marketing schedule, and we're still on the spring section of that. Now we've started our section on marketing at Easter. That's the biggest holiday of this particular time of year. And of course, we mentioned that there was a couple other events in there. Mother's Day was one of them. What I would also like to remind you is that there's some other events that are outside of traditional. Cinco de Mayo is a huge holiday in the Hispanic and the Mexican culture. So it would be remiss for you not to take advantage of that. And there are tons of Spanish groups and sites that you can go to on your social media and Facebook and both to do the advertising to try to pick up those customers. You can also go to traditionally Hispanic places like restaurants. I've done tons of Cinco de Mayo rentals for restaurants because they take the celebration not only of food and drink, but of family, and they bring it into their restaurant. So they will set up kind of a small little festival or carnival or whatever in their parking lot as well. So these particular events, you need again to use the 4 to 6 week time schedule. So you need to get ahead of the curve, and a month before then you need to start trying to reach out and secure these rentals. Again, your proms are going to be mixed in, and your end of school is also a huge thing. The last holiday for the spring section is Memorial Day, and that is a huge day because it's actually the first of summer holiday season, and it is the last of the spring. Usually a lot of 3-day weekend things going on, so you need to market towards that kind of thing, scheduling your rentals for adding the value of extended days or second day for a additional price, $50. We do $50 second days on ours, so just kind of keeps our money flow going and allows us to do it. If you're smaller and you can't do that, what you need to do to add value is make sure that you're doing full day rentals as opposed to hourly rentals or something like that, and also using that draw of pulling in those particular holidays as a means of attracting the customers. Bright colors, happy Memorial Day, whatever the holiday is, make sure that you're kind of plastering on there. Memorial Day is going to be a family event. You're not going to get a whole lot of things, because most of your stuff is going to be backyard, but again, it's going to be extended, so be ready for that, and be ready to move into those areas with the that extension in mind, and away from any kind of advertising that is geared towards something else. Now there may be other things going on. Your church or somebody may have some events going on, and you can obviously kind of fill those gaps as well, and that's important. And you can also suggest this kind of stuff if churches are looking for events or looking of ways to outreach. You need to make sure that you're there and able to fill that gap and create the opportunities for them to do what they need to be doing, so that you're helping them, and at the same time you're making the money that you need to make. That pretty much will take care of the spring. Now there are tons of little tiny things that may be regional. If you have a town centennial situation, or If you're near the military, there's lots of military appreciation day and military family days and wives days that goes beyond the Memorial Days, and it falls through there. So look up these particular holidays and grab hold of what you can do to kind of fill the gaps. And don't forget your birthday parties. Again, make sure you put those in there as well. Some other things that could be going on during that time would be like class reunions and things like that. That again, it's going to go beyond any kind of like bounce house or something, because the people that are going to those are beyond that. They're older, middle-aged adults, but they will definitely use tents, tables, photo booths, things like that. So make sure you look towards that. And I have done some block party stuff, some early family reunion stuff. Those things, again, you can sprinkle those in every single year. You could put those in there, or every single season of the year, you can kind of sprinkle those in there and make those kind of things. Now, what we're talking about doing is, presenting your customers with the idea that they're renting inflatables from you. So I'm gonna shoot you with I'm gonna put some of the advertising that I use on the screen here, so you can see some of the different things that we use that gets them in the mindset of doing that. There's some things that you need to make sure that you're doing, and that is that you're allowing them a way to contact you, either through phone number or an email, some sort of messenger or something like that. It's super important that you talk or have the ability to talk to people, because although we would love to get to the point to where this is all automated, people are still in the mindset that they want to have contact with someone and they want to talk to people and get their get that security of knowing that they're there. Also, if it's an organization, a church, a school, municipality, they need a contact person to address issues and problems with. So you need to go ahead and just make sure that you're contacting them, and you've got this verbal communication going on beyond here's my website and you can book it there, because there's always going to be an issue. And then again, it's your job to solve the problems. It's not to add to them. So make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do to fix all the little bumps that they have in the road. Communication is key in every single one of these events. You need to make sure that you're communicating. If there's an issue that comes up, if there's something going on, if there's a special or an offer or something new or just anything, there's a million things that could go on. You could have an inflatable that they booked 3 months ago, 2 weeks before the event. It could be damaged to the point where it can't be rented again, and your repair guy can't get to it for another month. You need to contact them as soon as you can and say, look, this is what I got. I'm going to make this right, and this is how I'm going to do it. You always repair, or you always fix the problem up. You never fix the problem down. So don't give them an older unit. Don't give them an uglier unit. You got to give them something bigger, something better, to make sure that you're covering the gap. And again, that's going to put you off, or it may put you off, but that's the price of doing business, is making sure that your customer is whole, because you are doing the rental for them. You're making their event good. And again, communication is key on all of that. They don't like getting hit with things that are new. Another thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that if I'm doing a backyard party and I have a special request, that's one thing. If I'm doing an Easter egg hunt at a church or a municipality, most of the time I'm not going to have any specifics. So it really doesn't matter if you kind of make those rentals more generic and make them where you can interchange. You can bring things in and out depending on if you're paying backyard customers have a preference. For instance, pink castle. Having a pink castle may be important for a family who's having a little girl's birthday or an Easter party because of the pastel colors and it matches their things. For a church a multicolored castle will do just fine. It's not really going to make that big of a difference between the pink castle and a multicolored castle, but it will make a difference to that person who has set their aesthetics around the color of your inflatable. So remember those kind of things, and remember the fact that what you're doing is you're making things go easy and you're solving problems. And you communicate that with them, and you'll be fine. Getting this through the spring season is going to be a situation where you're going to start ramping up. You're going to do more and more business. You're going to have a lot more pressures put onto you, and it is going to not let up until after the summer season. Nowhere in this country does the weather get good and our business start going down. If the weather is nice, the business is going to start going up. So once you get into that late spring, early summer kind of stuff, be prepared to do the work. You're going to be busy every weekend. You're going to be doing the things, traveling, organizing, keeping everything repaired and cleaned and the whole 9 yards. So you need to make sure that you're gearing up and you're not leaving yourself in a situation where you're scrambling to try to cover things. You can see it coming. It's going to come. If you need part-time or some help outside of your normal crew, now's the time to start looking for that kind of help early in the spring and not later in the season when it's too late and you already need them. And a good place that you can go is look for people who are looking for some kind of part-time work on the weekends. Firemen are always good because they work every other weekend and they're always looking for part-time work, and you can pay them well and they're responsible and they know how to drive and everything that you need to do. So just make sure that you do everything you got to do on the tax side to cover yourself. Again, not a tax professional. That's going to be left up to you guys. Yard sale season, again, another big event that you can kind of put up for and look to kind of make some business off of. If you see that there's going to be a large yard sale situation going on, you can contact the organizers and see if they want to rent a bounce to kind of do it. You can do some pay-for-play things there. You're going to have a lot of customers coming in and out, and you can do some low-dollar pay-for-play stuff. But it's something that you're going to be kind of attached to. So be careful that you're not making yourself unavailable for other stuff because you're stuck watching a bounce house at a yard sale. But again, those things can do wonders for you kind of filling in the gaps. And another thing that I like to do is looking in all the bulletins and looking in all the advertisements for special events that are coming up that you can kind of slide into. Those yard sale events or those community events, even if it's like a we used to have the spaghetti cook-offs from the Shrine or somebody like that, or the Lions Club or one of the community things. They're looking to do some money raising during that time, and you can use that as an opportunity to kind of get in there and be a part of that. So keep all this in mind. Again, sprinkle it all in there, and I'm gonna show you some of those things that we're doing again. Keep it moving and keep advertising. Social media is the best way to get in touch with them. You can either pay and have it posted in an area, or you can go to some of the yard sale sites or some of the the gather sites or the groups or the event sites or whatever on Facebook and see if you can't put some stuff on there for free. Instagram, all the social media sites have these certain things that you can do if you're looking for events. And that's where you need to be putting your stuff out there to get in front of the customers. Get it into their mind that you're doing it. Listen, even if you're not renting stuff, you're getting into their mind so that when later the years comes on and they see another one or the birthday comes up, they're thinking of you. So make sure that you're marketing in such a way that you're being memorable, and also You are being specific to your company with a good logo, the nice bright colors, the things that you're going to need to grasp that attention. Also, make yourself available. If they're able to find you, they're going to find you. If they're not able to find you, you're advertising for someone else in the industry, because what you're doing is you're putting the thought into the customer's mind, and then they're going to go to the first person that they see on the thing. So make sure you do all that. All of that is supremely important. You can do anything up to yard signs or banners or signs, but again, you have to make sure that you're following your local ordinances on those kind of things. And again, use every opportunity of an event to promote other events or your services, in case somebody else wants to rent you from a birthday or for their kid, and they're going to a birthday that's not theirs. All right, we're going to keep going with this. Again, like and subscribe. I really enjoy this. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.